Hi, international yoga folks. Uh, are you located in Germany and do you have already a 200 hours teacher training? And are you thinking about upgrading your teacher training towards the Yoga Alliance 500 or even a German 540 hours to get health insurance certificate? If so, then stay with me and hear what I have to say. My name is Sharada Devi. I'm from Yoga Circle Berlin Academy, YCBA, and we host a lot of international teacher trainings, aka the Maze Method with Noah Maze, Rocky Heron, also Michael J. Stewart, and Jordan Bloom. And of course, we have lots of yoga teachers, highly qualified, located in Germany, thinking about earning money with their yoga and asking me how does it work getting the health insurance certificate. Well, this is not that complicated if you study with an academy or in an academy which knows how to do it. And as we are a German academy originally, of course, Thomas and I do teach teacher trainings as well, and we know about all this administrative stuff. I thought I might tell you a few things you need to know. Okay, because I very often hear, how can I do this? How does it work? And I see that it's a bit complicated to understand, which, well, what can I say? That's life. That's German life. Okay, so let's start. And I'm trying to visualize a bit. Bear with me. There it is. Okay, so imagine this would be a board, okay? So, to get health insurance certificate, which means that you are able to offer health insurance courses, which means that your students can get half of the money they pay you back from their health insurances, yeah, to get this certificate, which enables you to offer so-called Präventionskurse oder Krankenkassen-Kurse. You need certain requirements, prerequisites. So the first one is, of course, a 200-hour yoga teacher training, but this isn't enough. You need, on the whole, at least a 500-hour teacher training, okay? Yoga teacher training. So now the not so cool thing about this is that it should be acquired at one academy or institute, which usually isn't what is in your interest, because you want, maybe you did the first 200 hours, you realized, okay, that was really nice, but I want to go on and I want to continue learning with another academy, with another teacher. So, what now? Okay, let me tell you that there are possibilities to get the one academy 540 health insurance certificate, okay? If you do some additional stuff. So, for example, you did your 200-hour yoga teacher training somewhere in the world. You did maybe a 300-hour yoga teacher training with YCBA. Like, we got an express 300-hour starting in July 2nd, 2019. Rocky Heron and other great guys teaching this. Or you start in, I think it's January, something 13 or something. January, let's keep it open, 2020, with Noah Maze. Okay, so if you have those 300 and you have your own 200, you need somehow to get the One Academy certificate. This you can acquire with other institutes for sure also, but also with us by doing a test. How do you call it? You prepare a class and write a 10-page compendium about it. Why you chose this class, why you chose this sequence, how you would build it up, and so on and so on. So really thorough, yeah. Plus test questions, which are not multiple choice. Really sorry to disappoint you, but questions you can answer through Google search and Wikipedia, no problem. So this has to happen with us at YCBA. So this is what we offer. You have your own 200 hours. You do your 300 hours with us. You prepare for a test, and you need to do in general. So let me be a bit open about that. You need to do another 40 hours teachers intensive. 40-hour teacher intensive, which should be a teachers intensive which really conveys the values, the foundational values of YCBA, because in the end you get your One Academy 540 hours certificate. Yeah. Plus your Yoga Alliance 500 hours, which is nice but not necessary for health insurance. So for health insurance you need this one. Yeah. And then depending on what your foundational education is, meaning the non-yoga education. If your foundational education is you are a doctor, a medical doctor, or you a physiotherapist, or some other pedagogic stuff, then you can apply for health insurance certificate right away, just handing in this one and some other stuff about the courses you plan to teach. Now, if you haven't got those so-called medical, general, fundamental education, basic education, but you have any education, like you finished school and you learned, I don't know, whatever, really whatever, just show me a certificate that you finished some kind of education. It mustn't be academic, so no need for that, definitely not. Yeah. Then, in addition to that certificate, you need 200 hours. So hours in the meaning of 200 times 60 minutes, yeah, of teaching Hatha Yoga. Okay, this is what you need, and you need someone who signs that you did this, or you need the rental contract that you rented a room and you had your classes in there, and then you add your flyer. So you need to prove that you did, after having finished this one, that you taught 200 times 60 minutes Hatha Yoga. those 200 times 60 minutes mustn't be 260-minute classes. It can be, now, please excuse me, but kind of 130 90-minute classes, right? Because that's, and the whole is again 200 times 60 minutes, right? You understand me there. So, okay, so that's how you acquire health endurance certification. You need to get an certificate by one academy, and you need to do your kind of practicum. You need to prove that, and you can't start teaching those 200 times 60 minutes after having finished your 540 hours certificate. Okay? Okay. So to get the 540 hours certificate, if you do it with us, which I highly recommend, of course, because, wow, I mean, those are the teachers we chose for ourselves. So no wonder I am highly recommending those teachers, for example. You do this 300 hours with us, and to, depending on what kind of education you have, you do another 40 hours kind of basics, but we can discuss about this because depending on what your basic yoga education is, this might be omittable. And then you need a test. Let me put plus. And this, that's nice, huh? Then you need a test. And to ask the answer 30 test questions. Hand that in. Stand in awe. The test is a paper of at least 10 pages. Yeah, 10 to 30 at the utmost. Yeah, plus teaching that class you explored upon. I'm quite sure that this is grammatically hell, what I'm writing here. In front of myself, me or Thomas, of Sharada Devi plus or I mean, one of us has to watch the kids, Thomas Basil, right? So I think, this could be via Skype, of course. Yeah, so don't worry about that. Skype is possible, but I want a real class. We need a real class. It can't be fake. Yeah, can't be just you teaching me over Skype. No, I want a real class. That's possible. Okay. Okay, now your question might be, is there still space? Oops, that's not nice. Let me find a night. Yes. Okay, so you have your 200 hours. There's one starting in summer. It's an intensive, 4 weeks, super intensive. But if you have that already, you don't need it. And then we have two options of getting your 300-hour yoga teacher training, which are July 2nd. Actually, this is a modular. Yeah, so it's a kind of intermediate, because you blend a very high level world-class 200 hours, 4 weeks intensive again, with some other very, very high level teacher intensives. Let me show you that. I think I will give you the link for that training below in the video. Okay, so or you do Normase, which definitely is, it's 5 modules. spread over the year 2020. Yeah, no test, lucky you. And it's definitely comparatively advanced. So that's a comparatively advanced TT, definitely, right? So if you feel like you haven't got that much experience yet, or your first 200 hours was kind of crap, or you did learn a lot of lovely stuff like doing smoothies and cocoa ceremony and singing and chanting and mantras and chakras, but how to teach a class, or an asana class, let's put it like this, wasn't really the focus point of your teacher training, then definitely do this one. Do this one. Yeah. Now, if you are a studio owner, have done probably already, I don't know how many hours of teacher trainings, maybe even teach already teacher trainings, and we have those, then definitely come here. Of course, either way, you can, you will always learn. So we always join our, if possible, join our trainings, and we always do learn lots of stuff, yeah? But to give you an idea how, about the difference between those two, you got it, I hope. So, I am happy. If you have borne with me till now, I'm proud of me, proud of you. And I'm looking forward to contacting. You can contact me directly via info@yogacircle-berlin.de. Yeah, so don't worry about writing in English to us. Just write. This is really my email address. And if you call my office, they might be a bit overwhelmed by your English or by your language. So, yeah, rather write me an email, okay? Otherwise, my office is very highly professional and can help you in all details with all this stuff. Good. I thank you very much for bearing with me and hope to see you at our studio. Om Shanti. Namaste.